Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. There is a moment you must decide. Will you write your story, or will you let the world write it for you? Success is not found in the noise of the world, but in the silence of your own focus. The path to winning begins with a single, non-negotiable decision: to bet on yourself. They will doubt you until the day your results speak louder than their words. For starting and transformation, your life does not change on the day you wish for something better. It changes on the day you decide to build it. What if today wasn't just another day, but the first day of the life you've been pretending to dream about? The most important project you will ever work on is the person you see in the mirror. Stop waiting for a sign. Your desire for a better life is the sign. For inner strength and resilience. The strongest foundation you can build is not made of brick and mortar, but of discipline and relentless self-belief. You are not given a dream without also being given the power to make it real. The world doesn't reward talent. It rewards the focused application of it, day after lonely day. Your greatest superpower in a distracted world is your ability to say no to everything that is not your purpose. Chapter 1. Build your strongest self. Every day you cannot afford to take days off when it comes to building yourself. Life doesn't slow down. Every day you waste compounds against you. You either build the life you want or drift further into the life you don't. Most people never win because they never stay focused on themselves long enough. They are too busy watching others, comparing, and getting distracted. Your strongest self will not build itself. Your mind won't sharpen itself. You are responsible. It starts small. 1 hour of reading instead of scrolling. 1 workout instead of an excuse. Saying no to junk food and yes to fuel. The small decisions you make each day build your strongest self, brick by brick. You have to do this when it's hard, when you're tired, and when no one is clapping. Strength is built in the silence and the struggle. Stop asking, are you building yourself or distracting yourself? If you're not getting stronger, you're getting weaker. Protect your focus like your life depends on it because. Chapter 2. Train your mind to ignore all outside noise. Every day, there are opinions, distractions, and voices telling you who to be. If you're not careful, you can spend your whole life living for other people's expectations. You have a limited amount of attention. If you give it to everything, you'll have nothing left for your dreams. Protect your mind like your most valuable possession. The world will always have something to say, but opinions don't build your life, your actions do. Training your mind to ignore noise is about building inner strength. It's about becoming so rooted in your own vision that the outside world cannot shake you. Become ruthless about your focus. If it doesn't push you closer to your vision, helps you grow, or build your energy, it's noise. Let it go. There is great freedom in this. When you no longer need the world to understand you or validate you, you are free to chase your highest potential. Chapter 3. Fight for your dreams. When no one believes, there comes a point where you realize, if you don't fight for your dreams, nobody else will. People may love you, but they cannot see the fire inside you. When nobody believes in you, you have a choice. Shrink back to their expectations or rise up and fight harder. Fighting for your dreams is lonely work. You will have days where the only thing you have to hold on to is your own belief. But that is enough. That is the beginning of every great achievement. Real fighters aren't motivated by applause. They're motivated by purpose. They are willing to walk alone today to stand tall tomorrow. Your dream matters because it shapes you into who you were meant to be. It calls out the best parts of you. Dreams are not just about achievement. They are about transformation. Never apologize for fighting for your dreams. Fight for it like your life depends on it because your future self, your future peace, they all depend on the fight you're willing to have today. Chapter 4. Show up for yourself every single day. The life you want isn't built on moments of motivation. It's built on daily commitment. Most people miss their dreams, not from a lack of potential, but from inconsistency. They show up on Monday, but disappear by Friday. You must become the kind of person who shows up whether it feels good or not. When you do this, you build a self-respect that nobody can take away. You stop needing outside praise because you prove your worth to yourself through your actions. There will be days when you don't feel like it. Those are the days that matter most. Those are the days you prove your future matters more than your feelings. Small steps are still steps. Small wins are still wins. The only way you fail is if you stop showing up. Real winners show up when nobody notices and when the results are invisible. Chapter 5. Cut out every distraction that weakens your focus. The world today is not short on opportunity. It's short on focus. If you are not in control of your attention, someone else is. And the world does not care about your dreams. See distractions for what they are. Thieves, they steal your time, energy, and future. To cut them out, 1. Be brutally honest. What is stealing your focus? 2. Create a supportive environment. Remove clutter, turn off notifications, and block temptations. 3. Protect your mental space. Not every conversation, argument, or opinion deserves your energy. Distractions aren't just outside, they're inside, too. Self-doubt, overthinking, and fear are all distractions. Learn to quiet the inner noise and refocus on your work. You will have to make sacrifices. You will have to say no to things others say yes to. But you will realize you didn't miss anything important. The only thing worth chasing is your own potential. Chapter 6. Own your life. Without blaming anyone, the day you own your life completely is the day you take real control of your future. Blaming is easy, but it makes you powerless. When you blame others, you hand them control over your life. As long as it's someone else's fault, you have no power to change it. Owning your life is not about blaming yourself. It's about recognizing that you have the power to make new choices starting today. It doesn't matter how unfair your starting point was. What matters is what you decide to do now. You can turn every disadvantage into strength and every failure into training. Your life is your responsibility from start to finish. It might not be your fault that you were knocked down, but it is your responsibility to get back up. Own your decisions, your habits, your mindset, and your outcomes. The moment you own it all is the moment you gain the power to change it all. Chapter 7. Push harder. When you feel like quitting, there will be days when quitting seems easier than continuing. Those are the days that define you. Success doesn't belong to those who move when it's easy. It belongs to those who keep moving when every part of them wants to stop. You cannot let temporary feelings decide your permanent future. Pushing harder means accepting that pain is part of the process and choosing to press forward anyway. When you hit a wall, see it as a challenge, not a stop sign. The size of the struggle is proof of the size of the reward on the other side. Build the habit of pushing one more step, one more rep, one more page, one more hour. Those extra moments are where greatness is born. You will never regret pushing through when it mattered. But if you quit, you will carry the weight of wondering what could have been. Chapter 8. Trust your process. Even when results are invisible, there will be seasons where you put in the work but see no results. This is where most people give up. Growth happens long before results are visible. Success is earned in silence. Trusting your process means believing in the unseen and having the patience to stick with it. Imagine a seed. 4 weeks, nothing seems to happen on the surface, but underneath, roots are growing. Your growth works the same way. If you keep nurturing the right habits, one day the results will break through. Trust is what keeps you steady when your emotions try to sway you. Let others chase quick wins. You stay loyal to your process and your vision. The future belongs to the patient. The rewards belong to the consistent. Keep showing up. The invisible work you are doing today is building a powerful future. Chapter 9. Stay locked in on your vision until you win. Your vision is the picture of the life you are building. You must lock into it so tightly that nothing can pull you away. Staying locked in means choosing your vision again and again. When you are tired, when you are discouraged, when other opportunities seem easier. Every decision you make either brings you closer to your vision or pulls you further away. There is no neutral ground. You must become ruthless about what you allow into your mind. Create an environment that reminds you daily of where you are going. There will be setbacks. Do not shrink your dreams to fit temporary circumstances. The ones who win are not the ones with the fewest problems, but the ones who refuse to be distracted by them. Stay locked in. Not until you get tired. Not until you get bored, until you win. Chapter 10. Rise again every time you fall. Life will knock you down. It's not a matter of if, but when. Falling is not failure. Staying down is. Every time you rise again, you make a decision about the kind of life you will live. You decide whether you will be defined by defeat or by resilience. You don't need to have all the answers to rise again. You just need to decide that your story isn't over. Strength isn't about never feeling weak. It's about acting despite the weakness. You are not defined by your falls. You are defined by your rise. Rise again. Rise tired. Rise scared. Rise bruised, but rise. Every time you do, you build a level of grit that makes you unstoppable. The world hasn't seen the best of you yet. Chapter 11. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Greatness is not announced. It is demonstrated through relentless execution. Stop telling people about your dreams and start showing them your results. In the silence of consistent action, you build a credibility that no words can ever match. Your daily routine is your true language. What you repeatedly do echoes far louder than what you occasionally promise. Let your discipline become your signature, your work ethic, your reputation, and your progress, your only statement. When you focus on execution over explanation, you channel energy that would be wasted in conversation into construction. The world eventually notices those who build in silence, while others are busy making noise. Become a craftsman of your craft. Let the quality of your work be the only endorsement you need. Chapter 12. Build a legacy. Not just a resume. Chase a vision that outlives you. Anyone can collect achievements, but only the truly focused build something that impacts others long after they're gone. Shift your question from, what can I get, to, what can I build that remains? Your legacy is not written in your job title or bank balance. It is etched in the lives you change, the value you create, and the example you set. It is the sum total of every time you chose integrity over shortcuts, generosity over greed, and courage over comfort. Work each day, not just to advance your position, but to contribute your piece to the world. Build something that makes your name worth remembering for the right reasons. Let your life be a message that continues to speak long after you're gone. Chapter 13. Master your emotions. Don't be mastered by them. Your feelings are data, not directives. They are valuable signals, but terrible commanders. The undisciplined mind is a ship tossed by every wave of emotion, while the focused mind uses the same waves to propel itself forward. You must learn to observe your emotions without being enslaved by them. Fear, doubt, and frustration will visit you. Acknowledge their presence, but never grant them authority over your decisions. Your commitment must be stronger than your temporary mood. The ability to act according to your principles, especially when it contradicts your feelings, is the hallmark of true self-mastery. This emotional discipline is what allows you to keep building when others quit. Let your vision be the anchor that holds you steady in any emotional storm. Chapter 14. Your environment is your greatest ally or your worst enemy. You will never outperform your environment, the people, the spaces. The information you consume is either quietly building you up or silently pulling you down. There is no neutral ground. Audit your life with ruthless honesty. Who do you spend your time with? What do you read and watch? Does your daily environment reflect the future you want, or does it chain you to a past you're trying to escape? You must curate an ecosystem of growth. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better. Design your physical and digital spaces to minimize distractions and maximize focus. Your environment should make success inevitable. Don't just set goals, build a world that makes those goals unavoidable. Chapter 15. Guard your energy from thieves. Your energy is your most valuable currency. You pay for everything you give your attention to, not just with your time, but with your passion, your creativity, and your resolve. Every argument you engage in, every negative comment you react to, and every distraction you entertain is energy stolen from your future. These thieves drain the very power you need to build your dreams. You must protect your mental strength as you would protect your greatest treasure. Focus your energy only on what strengthens you, not on what drains you. When you learn to guard your energy, you reclaim the power to direct it fully toward your purpose. Save your strength for your dreams, not for other people's dramas. Chapter 16. Reject the path of least resistance. Ease is a deception. It offers you immediate comfort, but delivers long-term regret. Struggle offers you immediate discomfort, but forges long-term strength. Every time you choose the harder path, when you finish the work, even though you could stop. When you speak the truth, even though silence was easier. When you get up early, even though you could have slept. You are building your character. These small decisions, these minor sacrifices, are the foundation upon which your success is built. The easy path leads downhill, even if it doesn't seem like it at first. Everything you want lies on the other side of the easy way out. Chapter 17. Let your scars become your strength. You will be wounded on this journey. You will face rejection, failure, and criticism. These are not signs that you should stop. They are proof that you are in the fight. Do not hide your scars. Do not be ashamed of them. Every scar tells a story of a battle you survived, a lesson you learned, a weakness you overcame. They are not marks of weakness, but badges of resilience. Your pain can become your greatest teacher if you allow it. Your past struggles can become your greatest source of wisdom and empathy. Forge your pain into purpose. Let your toughest experiences become the unshakable core of your character. A warrior is not measured by the absence of scars, but by the power they draw from them. Chapter 18. Your silence builds more than your words. In a world that never stops talking, the most powerful act is often to be silent. Silence is where strategy is born. Silence is where patience grows. Silence is where true focus takes root. Stop explaining your vision to those who cannot see it. Stop defending your choices to those who are not living your life. Stop wasting your energy on words that build nothing, and instead pour that energy into actions that build everything. Let your relentless progress be your only response to doubt. Let your unwavering focus be your only answer to noise. When you build in silence, you are not being secretive. You are being strategic, conserving all your creative force for your work. Speak through your results. Let your success make the noise for you. Chapter 19. The promise you make to yourself is the only one that matters. You will make many promises in your life. You will promise your boss, your family, your friends. But the most important promise, the one that determines the quality of every other part of your life, is the one you make to yourself in the quiet of your own mind. This is the promise to show up when you're tired. The promise to keep your standards high when no one is watching. The promise to choose what is right, not what is easy. When you break a promise to others, you damage a relationship. When you break a promise to yourself, you damage your soul. You erode your self-trust, the very foundation of your confidence. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, no matter how small, you deposit strength into your character. You prove that you can count on the one person you will never be separated from. You let your word to yourself be unbreakable. Everything else in your life will be built upon that foundation. Chapter 20. The final lesson. You were the answer all along. You searched for a mentor, a sign, a secret formula. You looked for permission, for validation, for a guarantee. But here is the final, liberating truth you were meant to discover. You were the answer you were searching for all along. The strength was always within you. The discipline was a choice you could make at any moment. The focus was yours to claim. The power to build the life you want does not come from a book, a person, or a lucky break. It comes from the daily decision to look inward, not outward, for your salvation. You are the architect, the builder, and the warrior. The journey was never about finding something you lost. It was about becoming someone you always had the potential to be. You are not just on this path. You are the path. Look in the mirror. That is where your victory begins and ends. Now, go build the life you were meant to lead.